Weekly Cup. It's the weekly number 7. Couple things to get you all caught up on before we do the introductions. First and foremost, Zombie Grub's Nightcast with me. It is, of course, desRow here as my co-caster today. Secondly, we did bait and swap you with some clickbait. We advertised that we're doing Masa versus Legend. We did play game 1 of that out, and then Masa had to take a very abrupt break. So we've swapped over to the semifinals, and hopefully by the time this is done, Masa will be finished over there, and we can maybe catch game number 2. He's not disqualified, and he's not mocked over yet, but if he takes too long, he very well may be. So there you have it. But spawning here in the bottom left corner of the map, it's the yellow Protoss, Arthur.
And the top right is opponent from Team Neurosoft. We have Hunter.
As well as just a small side note into the Zombie Grub stuff, guys. We're just having some fun. Zombie Grub is an absolutely fantastic person, and she is absolutely a tough gal. And there you have it. So anything said in between those 2 points is just nonsense.
Yeah, she was like a tough cookie when I met her in Toronto, but then when I met her at BlizzCon, she was very nice. When we went out to eat with you, well, you were like just a drunk slub, but she was nice.
Hey, look, it's not my fault. Strawberry daiquiris are fucking delicious. All right.
You had like one, and you were like spilling yourself everywhere.
It was so good though.
Yeah, but it's like, it's tasty. It's not drunky. It's like a girl's drink.
Oh, desRow, let me, like, this is where I would softly rest my hand on your shoulder, look you in the eyes and say, oh, desRow, let me tell you about being half Japanese and all the ways drinking affects you.
Is it really that bad?
It's so
bad. You're a big guy. You're a big guy, man.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all because I lack the enzyme or whatever it's called. I can't remember the exact name of it off the top of my head. That actually processes alcohol. It's why Asian people go red. They're literally allergic to alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, neither here nor there. We do have the PvP underway.
Is that like a real thing?
Yes, go Google it. Why would I make that up?
That isn't. What? But that. Okay.
Okay, this is supposed to be your matchup, desRow. So take my hand and walk me through this. They both put pylons in funny spots. They got similar builds. What's going on in the minds of these two Protosses?
Right now, nothing. They're gonna feel each other out. We have a Stargate coming out of Arthur. A little bit, yeah, he's the one to make the first move. And then we have a Twi Council. A little bit of a counter here by Hunter.
Is it really a counter though? Because I mean, like,
because yeah, you have Blink. That gives you Blink. It makes Oracle Void Rays much easier to beat once you have Blink.
Well, actually, I really don't like Hunter dedicating the Mothership Core like this, but I only say this because I think more often than not, what I end up seeing is this Oracle ends up forcing Hunter to play really scared on one base while Arthur expands, rather than diving in and getting all the kills and then getting picked off and countered. And I don't know, I see the Oracle playing out really well here, and Blink perhaps not being that big of a deal initially. But the nice thing about Blink is, in the right hands with good control, Blink can do just about anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think what we might see out of Arthur is like an Oracle into Blink. That's a common opener. Arthur as his probe in the middle of the map, setting up a pylon, so we might see like just Oracle into 3-gate pressure. That could be a possibility.
Actually, yeah, third gateway goes plop down. So I mean, 3 gates alone is pretty hard to deal with. Blink will certainly help with that. Question is, where does the Oracle take it? If it is an all-in out of Arthur, then I agree with you. I think the Blink is a huge benefit for Hunter. But if Arthur recognizes this early on, before warping in 7 Stalkers and maybe only warps in the first 3, then I think he can expand still, and he's not too SOL. But this really depends on what he sees with the Oracle.
The Mothership was in a weird spot. I mean, it stayed over there for a while. Didn't really poke at the natural or anything like that. The Oracle is going to fly in and just can't really stop to kill any workers.
I like that revelation, though, because he's going to see the Stalkers leave. More importantly, if he didn't catch the Chrono Boost on the Twilight Council, he does now, and he knows, okay, this is Blink, and my gateway aggression is not going to pay off. So, no warpins in the middle of the map, everything else back at home. I still feel fairly confident that he can take a Nexus, but I like that he's playing it safe and going with his own Twilight Council instead.
Yeah. And also, Arthur can see the Robo of Hunter. So, like, he knows that he's not facing, like, a 4-gate or anything, like, too extreme. Hunter's just playing middle of the road. We have a blink now from Arthur. That's basically what I called. Maybe if it was a fast expand, he would have 3-gate pressure instead of adding the Twilight Console, but now that he knows he's facing blink, he just added a blink of his own, and it's going to take a while before he has blink, but Hunter not moving out at all, just waiting for the Oracle to come back in. Gonna add his own expand and 2 sentries as well.
I was gonna say, desRow, you can take a breath if you want, man.
Oh, I'm just excited, man. It takes 3 sentries to hallucinate continually, so he's at 2 now. Is he gonna add a 3rd one later? Who knows?
Well, I mean, this is gonna be a really stupid fight. I mean, blink control aside, Arthur's just got more stalkers right now, and a lot of the times it is quantity over quality. And who cares about upgrades? Not even relevant to this situation. But if you've got 11 stalkers versus 9, and you both have blink, typically it's the guy with more stalkers that's gonna walk out of that fight better. But this, you mentioned the natural base, and I'm really glad you did, because this is something that I think in PvP more than any other matchup in a game, expansions can snowball so hardcore in this matchup. Oh, gets the overcharge, but he'll lose the Oracle for it. So no more.
That's a. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say it's no more pressure. Hunter no longer has to be scared about staying at home with his units. He can actually start going on the map now.
Yeah, that's very true. Proxy Pattern being picked off by Hunter. Hunter's gonna have 1 Immortal, and he has enough force field to cover the natural ramp. So it's gonna be really hard for Arthur. Arthur's moving out with the mothership at least. Gonna get himself some vision.
Yeah, I still got that really nice stalker lead. Don't know if he's realized it just yet, but I mean, the Immortal can help bridge that gap. 2 of them especially, they bring a lot of damage to the table, but mobility is something they cannot keep up with. Moving around with blank stalkers is not something Immortals are exactly equipped with. Quick question, did you know Immortals have a really, really stupid tiny head?
Yes.
I only learned this just recently on a cast. That little, for those who don't know what I'm talking about, it's kind of hard to see right now, but that little knob at the top's like their head. It's so stupid. It looks so silly.
Yeah, so for Arthur to break this, he would have had to hit before the 3rd Immortal. Now, this is going to be really insane.
Well, I mean, he's still one, but he has to do this, though, is the thing. Win or lose, he has to do this. He's still on 1 base. He knows Hunter's up in probes. He knows Hunter's got that expansion down. And I think right now what he's trying to do is bait his opponent to be in the wrong spot, but with this Observer, he'll never be in the wrong spot. Arthur wasting some shots on the pylon there too. Going to lose 1 of the stalkers. Blinking the chase, got to be really careful. It's also got to, again, it's that kind of hoping to bait and switch. Hunter sitting here because he's got that Observer and sees, hey, you didn't actually go back towards the natural like last time.
I don't understand Arthur. It seemed like Hunter thinks there's an expand because he probed up a lot and he's got like a 3rd gas, which is uncommon response if you know your opponent doesn't have an expand.
God. But this is even though he's got almost 10 more stalkers than Hunter, the effectiveness of Immortals is going to shine through. Guardian Shield is going to help out so much. Once the fight actually begins and it's no longer this poke, Hunter should just walk all over Arthur. And the longer this goes, the better it's going to look for Hunter. He's got money behind this. He's got economy behind this. He's got everything saying, I should win this game behind it. Force Field going to try and go down the ramp. Might be able to keep the Immortals out of the fight. If that's the case, the Stalkers beat out the Stalkers, no question. But they weren't out of range of the Immortals, and lots of damage was dealt. They didn't get lots of kills, but Arthur lost a lot of his Stalkers in this attack.
The biggest problem here is the Mothership Core. The Mothership Core, when you cast Photon Overcharge onto the Nexus, if you A-move, your units are going to attack the Nexus. So if, there was no Photon Overcharge,